the money hammer, and introduce my next guest, who's going to pick it up, and he's going to smack you between the eyes, and damn it, you're going to love it. My man Frank Calabo and the money hammer! You should have put this on for me, baby. You gotta get a girlfriend. Check. You guys hear me?
Yeah. You got slides, bro? Yeah.
All right, guys, here we are. Welcome to the first ever Traffic Monsoon event in the United States, guys. How cool is that? You can say you were here. One of the few, right? Okay, guys, as I look around this room, I see, a room filled with leaders, definitely leaders. And most important, though, I see a room filled with winners, guys. Yeah. A room filled with winners. Now, check this out. I wrote a couple notes here so I won't forget certain things, but I'm going to show some slides here, and I'm going to teach you guys some things here in the next few minutes. I'm going to teach you a lot of things. Pay attention. Take some notes, okay? I'm going to show you how a guy went from, being broke, when I was broke 2 years ago, guys, 2 years ago. I'll tell you my story. We'll go through it kind of fast, but I'm going to explain it in detail so you guys can see how far I've come and how fast I did it, guys, okay? You guys got something very powerful in your hands here at Traffic Monsoon. You may or may not realize it, but I'm going to prove it to you how powerful this thing really is. Now, if someone would have told me 1 year ago today that I would be at Traffic Monsoon event, February 6, 2016, I would have said, what is Traffic Monsoon? I didn't even know what Traffic Monsoon was up until I think maybe last summer. Never even heard of it. Didn't even know what it was. Well, fate stepped in October 15th. And here I am, guys. I'm really a newbie here at Traffic Monsoon. I've only been here 114 days, guys. 114 days. I was in another traffic exchange. I actually became the #3 producer in the world in that traffic exchange, guys. And it was a tough uphill climb, guys. And I climbed every single day. It was not easy. It didn't happen overnight. And I think I surprised a lot of people. I bumped into the top 100, and then I just kept digging. And I'm still on the #3 board in the world in that traffic exchange, in that other traffic exchange, okay? But I had to make a move on October 15th, along with a lot of my teammates in here. We made a move. People in the United States, you know what I'm talking about. We just decided to make a move. We didn't change many things up, guys. Same strategy, just, a different vehicle. And Traffic Monsoon is a more powerful vehicle. Yeah. It's insanely powerful, guys. Insanely powerful. I just pulled up my numbers here this morning. And real quick, now I've only been in this company 114 days, guys, 114 days. Here's my numbers. I'm about 4,200 ad packs, personally sponsored 1,400 people, 25% of them are active, meaning they're building, right? They're following in my footsteps. That's about 333 people active in the business. And I've only been here 114 days, guys. Right? 114 days. Rob Frazier's about 100 people in front of me for active referrals. Rob, I got bad news, man. In about 60 days from today, I'm going to go flying right by him. I told Charles this morning, I was chatting with Charles this morning on Facebook. I said, Charles, guess what? I said, I'm going to bring you 2,000 active referrals to Traffic Monsoon. 2,000. He replied back, holy cow. It's going to happen, guys. I'm going to show you how I'm going to do it. I'm going to teach you how I'm going to do it, guys. Okay, I think we're going to start with my slideshow here. Let's just go right through this. All right, real quick, my background. I served in the Marines. I know we got... how many retired, former, or active military do you have in the room? I know it's a bunch. Thank you for serving. That is a very, very, very dangerous life. I know it well, because the time I was 19 years old until I was 31 years old, that's what I did, guys. Didn't know anything else. Well, the day I stepped out of the Marines, I've been self-employed ever since 1997. Made money the old-fashioned way, the same way that my grandfather made his money, the same way that my father made his money. I had a traditional business, guys. We only know what we know, and we do what we know. We don't know any other way to make money. I discovered something in January 2010, okay? I called it a leveraged income model, but it was nothing more than a traditional network marketing company. And I was just blown away by the model. I was like, you know, this thing is insanely powerful. And I met a guy that day, and this gentleman was making $30,000 a month. And I remember pulling him off to the side, and I'm like, wait a minute, you're making $30,000 a month, and you don't have a storefront to lease, you don't have 9 employees like I have, you know, 9 headaches, you know, you don't have all the bills, you know, $5 grand a year in licenses to pay, $5,000 a month in utility bills to pay, and all these traditional expenses that are involved in a traditional business, guys. The traditional business model is a broken model, okay? It's designed to fail. We all know it's designed to fail. You take a traditional business, you open it up today, within 1 year from today, 50% of them are gone. Fast forward 36 months, another 50% are gone, there's 25 left. Fast forward 10 years, there might be 2 or 3 left. So traditional business has a 97% failure rate, but people frown upon what we do. Crazy, huh? Isn't that crazy? That's the mentality, guys. That's the industrial age thinking. That's the way I was raised, and I had to retrain myself, get myself out of that way of thinking, okay? It took a few years. I began my online marketing career in November 2010, okay? That's when I started, guys, and I knew nothing. And I do mean nothing. I could barely send an email, okay? And I'm not kidding you. Okay? This was very foreign to me. But actually, I closed my traditional business after 13 years in May 2012. I went full-time, guys. I went full-time in this industry. And I thought I was ready, guys. I thought I was ready, but I really was not ready. I was making about $1,000 a week in affiliate commissions. I actually thought that was a lot of money back then. I was like, man, I'm making $1 grand a week, man. I'll figure out the rest as I go forward. Next slide up, right? So what happened, guys? Pretty much the way I look at it, my first 4 years was nothing but practice. It's nothing but practice, guys. Practice. 2010, 11, 12, and 13. It was all practice, guys. My successes were brief and limited. I made very little money, guys. Very little money. Has anyone ever lost money online? I think I lost about 60 grand. Okay. The way I figured, you know, that 4 years, that was an education. People go to college and, you know, go in debt hundreds of thousands of dollars, and then they can't even get a job. So that 60 grand, I think it was very well spent, because I learned a lot from that, guys. Because here's how it works on the internet. You either learn or you earn, okay? That's right. And I learned eventually how to earn a whole bunch of money. I'm going to show you, okay? It was pretty much just all practice, right? Now, let's fast forward to the summer of 2012 to December 2013. During that 18 months of time, guys, I had a couple things thrown at me, okay? That's just the way life is, guys. Things come at us unexpectedly, right? We're never ready for it, right? Everybody in this room, you're all going through something. Everybody's always going through something in life. That's the way life is. Life is tough, okay? It can be very tough. It can be very challenging. And then you've got to decide what you're going to do when you're challenged. Are you going to rise to the occasion, or are you going to crumble? What's it going to be, right? Here's what happened. Make a long story short. I get a phone call, and actually my ex-wife calls me up. What we were doing was, she was helping my daughter get enrolled in college for her second year. She finished her first year of college, okay? Straight A student, did awesome. I'm so proud of her. But when she tried to register for classes, you know, I don't know if you guys know this, but especially you guys that are not from the United States is broke, guys. We're broke. Our nation's broke, right? We're so broke that the government will not back student loans, okay? So make a long story short, the school called me up and said, listen, if your daughter wants to register for classes, you're going to pay in cash in advance every quarter before she can register for classes. That's what they told me. I was unready to pay for a college education in cash. Okay, I was unready for it. But you know what I did? I told my daughter, I said, listen, I will get you to graduation even if I have to live in a cardboard box. And it almost came down to that. And I'm not kidding you. Okay? I didn't know how I was going to pay for this. And I could have took the easy way out. I could have said, you know what, Sarah? Drop out of school, come home, get a job working at Walmart, and just, you know, try and survive like the rest of the people in your age group. I could have did that. Okay? But I decided, no. This was thrown in front of me. I'm going to take care of it. I'm going to figure it out. At the same time in the summer of 2012, I lose my $1,000 a week affiliate commissions. Wow. So here I am living on my savings. And I'm like, okay, no big deal. I got to pay for a college education. I got almost no money coming in. But I got money in the bank. I saved up a little bit of money. I wasn't rich, but I had a little bit of money tucked away. I said, you know what? I'm going to rebuild. Well, To make a long story short, the next 18 months, I went from one failed business to the next failed business, to the next failed business, to the next failed business. You guys ever do that? I did it for 18 months straight. Every single thing I joined, every single thing I promoted, I don't care what it was, it never made it a pre-launch. It got shut down a few weeks later, a few months later, went out of business. I don't care what it was. It was crash, burn, and fail for 18 months straight. In December 2013, right before Christmas, tuition's due again for school. I got no money. I only have less than $1,000 a month coming in. A month. I need $1,000 a week. So if I need $4,000 a month and I only have $1,000 a month coming in, I got a problem, don't I? I got a $3,000 a month problem I got to solve, right? Now, at the same time, I figured out a couple things. Actually, I figured out a lot of things in December 2013. It was the best month of my life. And now that I look back on it, of course, when I was in that situation, I probably didn't think it so much, but it was true, guys. It was the best thing that ever happened to me. I completely ran out of money, guys, in December 2013. Completely. When I mean completely, I was down to $500 in my savings account, $500, okay? I had less than $1,000 coming in, and I had $5,000 in bills sitting on my kitchen table. $5,000. How was I going to pay that? How was I going to pay it? I had to come up with like $4,500 now, right now, or my daughter was going to have to drop out of school. I grabbed my camera, took pictures of every single thing I owned. I mean everything. All my furniture, my tools, I mean every single thing I ever collected throughout my entire life. Sold it all on Craigslist. It wasn't enough, guys. It wasn't enough. Looked out at my driveway at my Ford F-150 King Ranch, my pride and joy. My truck was 8 years old, but it was in mint condition. It was worth $18,000. Took pictures of it, put it on Craigslist. It was gone in 1 week. Sold it for $15,000 cash. The first guy that come to look at it couldn't pay me fast enough. He's like, Frank, this truck is perfect. I'm like, I know. You know, the thing was immaculate inside and out. Right? It looked like it just rolled off the showroom floor. Sold my vehicle, my only vehicle. Paid off all my bills. Went to work, guys. Now, I cracked the code on duplication and replication. I cracked the code, okay? And I had some serious knowledge, okay? And somewhere along the line, guys, somewhere along the line, I don't know where I put this into my head, but I put this into my head that, you know what, if I don't have any money, I don't have any things, and I don't have any vehicle, I have no value. My life is basically useless. It has no value. But I discovered that wasn't true. God taught me something. He taught me something. It's called humility, guys. When everything you own is stripped away from you, and the only thing you got left is your mind, your heart, your spirit, you got to dig down deep, guys. You got to solve some problems, right? Well, guess what? I was handed some tools, guys. I was handed some serious tools, and I had to utilize those tools, all right? And I figured out, all right, what am I good at? What am I good at? Because I have no money, I have no things, I have no material possessions, I don't even have a vehicle, right? By all definitions in society, I'm a complete loser. I have nothing. I own nothing. I don't even have any money coming in, maybe $1,000 a month in affiliate commissions, okay? But I realized what my gifts were, what my talents were. I'm good at training. I'm good at training people. I'm good at solving problems, okay? That's what I've done my entire adult life. And I was trained to do this in the military, right? Yeah. In the military, there's no such thing as failure. What the heck is failure? I never even heard the word, man. For 12 years. Never heard the word, right? Never heard the word failure. Never heard the word quitting, because there's no such thing. It doesn't exist in the military. Those words don't exist. So the time I was 19 years old to 31 years old, I never heard those words. Okay? Fast forward, years later, Frankie was put in a big test was put in front of me. And I had to dig down deep and figure some things out. Now, I never told anybody I ran out of money. I didn't tell my family, I didn't tell my mom, I didn't tell my dad, I told nobody. I told my best friend, I only told my best friend. And my best friend, this is what he said to me, these exact words. He said, Frankie, sometimes in life God puts us in the exact situation we need to be in order to come out stronger on the other side. Amen. And these words are just right in my head, right? The same thing happened to him. I mean, the exact same thing. He ran out, same thing. And this person right now is one of the richest, most successful internet marketers I've ever even heard of. But anyway, the same thing happened to him. And these words were 100% true. And I remember shedding tears. And they weren't tears of sorrow. It was because I realized this was 100% true. I had a golden opportunity to rebuild myself, document the whole process, and teach other people. I told myself, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to train 1,000 people to duplicate and replicate. 1,000 people. I knew I had to make money, but I didn't think about money. And you guys know, I'm always showing money and I'm talking about money, and it's money this and money that, and it's all money all the time, right? You guys know that. But the reality is I never think about money. I never think about it. God writes my paycheck. It comes in every week. Whether it's $100 a week or whether it's 25 grand a week, I don't care what it is. The gratitude of my prayer is the same. The energy of my prayer is the same. I don't care. Right? Amen. So this is what I did, guys. I went to work. Went to work, guys. I learned about self-value, and I actually lifted myself up, okay? Because we can tear ourselves down, guys. We can rip ourselves to pieces. We can be our own worst critic, or we can choose to lift ourselves up. We can take a leap of faith like I did. People told me, you know, Frankie, you gambled on yourself and you won. Bullshit. I believed in myself, and I took a leap of faith. Okay? That's what I did, guys. I took a leap of faith. I knew my plan was going to work. I had 85% of it figured out in my head. I knew it was going to work. I knew how to duplicate and replicate. I learned a lot of skills over the years. Over those 4 years when I was struggling, I learned a lot of skills, but nobody could show me how to connect it together. Okay? I could build websites, I can SEO, I can make videos, I can get all my stuff to the top of the search engines, I can build landing pages, I can do all these amazing things, but how do I make money off this stuff? How do I do it? Well, if no one was going to teach me, I was going to figure it out, and I was going to teach everybody else. That's what I did, guys. I connected the dots, right? A lot of my students are in here today. A lot of my business partners are here today. A lot of my teammates are here today. So you guys know what I'm talking about. You've been around me for the past couple of years, and a lot of you followed in my footsteps. My faith was unshakable, you know, and I discovered that my mind and my heart and my spirit were healed. They were not broken, okay? Frankie was actually a broken man for about 9 years. I was the most broken person in this room, by far. I had a hard time adjusting after the military. I've never adjusted, okay? Never. I'm never going to adjust. But it doesn't matter. I was looking for fulfillment, guys. I was looking for a challenge, a new challenge in my life. And that traditional business wasn't providing that challenge. It wasn't, okay? I felt empty inside. I wasn't doing something bigger than myself. This industry allows you to do something bigger than yourself. It allows you to lift people, guys. It allows you to inspire people. It allows you to educate people. And it allows you to train people. That's what I did, guys. That's what I did, guys. Lift, inspire, educate, and train. If you do those 4 things, you're going to be very successful in this industry. That I can promise you. I told myself I'm going to train 1,000 people, and that's what I began to do. All right, where am I at? I may or may not follow these slides I made these weeks ago, and I haven't looked at them since. Okay. I had complete clarity, guys. Complete clarity. I knew what I was going to do. I knew how to duplicate and replicate. I just needed to find a vehicle that would not break down on me, man. That was the problem, okay? I discovered something called a traffic exchange in April 2014. Discovered something called traffic exchange. And I actually thought this was the wrong thing to lead with. You know, I'll tell you something right now. Traffic Monsoon, it is the best thing in the world you can lead with. Okay? But at first, I thought it was the wrong deal, man. I was like, man, this can't be the thing that's going to change my life. This can't be the thing that's going to solve my problem. I don't think a traffic exchange is what I'm going to need to make things happen for me. But you know what? It was the exact thing that I needed. Because every marketer needs an audience. They have offers. They have affiliate products. They have their own website, their own product, whatever it may be. They need to put it in front of an audience. Well, guess what? A traffic exchange is that, guys. It's a targeted audience. So what I did is I taught people how to duplicate, replicate, and then what I told them to do, or just taught them to do, is lead with traffic. But next slide, Ryan. 3 months after I deployed this strategy, guys, remember I had no vehicle from December 2013 until July 16. I bought myself a brand new truck, guys. 3 months after I started to deploy this strategy, 3 months, guys, this money was made from affiliate offers. 28 grand I paid for that truck. It's not the truck I wanted, but it's a truck I could afford, and I'm grateful for it, and I still have it, and I'm always going to have it, guys. Every time I drive that vehicle, I think about, victory. This was a huge milestone because something triggered in my mind. I knew my plan was working, but now I seen something physical, something material was in my driveway, okay? I seen my work materialize into something, and it increased my belief level, guys, okay? And I just continued to just grind metal, guys. You hear me say that word all the time. I continued to grind metal. I worked relentlessly. All of 2014, I worked relentlessly. I worked 18-hour shifts. I worked 24-hour shifts. I worked 36-hour shifts. I'd stay awake for 72 hours, guys. Crank out video after video, follow up with my leads, do solo ads, everything, guys. I would never allow myself to sleep more than 4 hours ever. A whole year. When I took a nap, it was 4 hours. I set my alarm, I was back up on my feet. I did 50 push-ups and I went to work.
Yeah, that's how we do it.
Tell me, guys, I was in a fight, guys. I was in a fight and I was going to win that fight. Well, fast forward to December of 2013, guess what? I got my daughter's graduation, guys.
Yeah.
I didn't have a clue how I was going to pay for that. Have you ever paid for a college education in cash, in advance? It took me to my knees, guys. It crushed me, right? But we made it, man. And a lot of sacrifice went into that, guys. Not only on my part, but on her part, man. My daughter Sarah, that's my baby, right? She's my youngin'. And, you know, she was kind of like thrown to the wolves, man. She was on her own, man. She lived 100 miles away, where she went to school. When I had no vehicle, I couldn't check on her. And it was very tough on her. You know, her schedule was 14 straight quarters, no summer breaks, homework assignment after homework assignment, project after project, plus working full-time. You know, she had to buy her own food, her own clothes, her own books, you know, all the stuff for her projects. She couldn't make ends meet either because she was a waitress. She wasn't making no money, right? My daughter literally ran out of food before, and so did I. We both did. We literally ran out of food. Remember when she came home one weekend, and she was afraid to tell me that she's out of money and out of food. And I had like $200 in my wallet. It's all I had. I'm still broke. I gave her every penny I had. And then I go to my house and I bag up my groceries and I put them in her car so she can bring them back to school with her. I mean, that's the kind of sacrifices we both made. So a lot went into this college education, and we both struggled and we fought hard. But guess what? We won, guys. Yeah. We won, man. This is normal, guys. This is normal in my life now. Now check this out. I'm gonna teach you some really cool stuff here in a minute. I took $1,250 in April 2014. $1,250 US, okay? And to date, I've turned that into over $700,000 cash in hand. Is that powerful? You know what? You all got the same opportunity to do the same thing. Everybody in this room can do the same thing. You have a more powerful vehicle to use than I have. Traffic Monsoon is a more powerful vehicle. Way more powerful than what I did. Next slide. This is where I live at now, guys. I live in this tiny 900 square foot apartment in Jacksonville, North Carolina. Gunner, you know where that is. You're from there, right? I moved to Greensboro. I live in this 2,600 square foot house. It's literally 3 times the size of the house I lived in. I live here with my family. And listen, guys, it's really no big deal. But it is a big deal, man, because me and my family, we overcame a very tall obstacle, guys, and we won, man. We beat the game of life, man. The game of life was beating me down to my knees, man. You know, I was starving to death broke 2 years ago today. 2 years ago today, Frank Calabro Jr. was living on top ramen twice per day. Wow. 2 years ago today. I'm not kidding you, man. In the wintertime, I could only flip on my heat. I got up in the morning, when I did my 50 push-ups, I got out of bed, did my 50 push-ups to get warm, then I flipped on my heat for 2 hours, shut it off for 22 hours. That's how poor I was. I couldn't even turn the heat on in my house. I couldn't get my electricity cut off. I couldn't get my internet cut off, because I knew if that happened, I was dead in the water, right? I had to conserve everything. I even had to eat less food, guys. That's how hard I fought, guys. I fought. But you know what? It was worth it. Fast forward to July 31st, flew down to Dallas, Texas. I had this truck built, guys.
Yeah.
This truck built, man.
Goliath.
Custom built truck, the only one like it in the world. And I'm not one to shower myself with gifts and expensive things, but I said, what the heck, man? I'm only gonna live once, right? That's right. I got so much money, I don't know what I have to do with it, man. It comes in non-stop, man. I save 75% of my money. I mean, anyone that knows me knows that. I save 75% of my money, but you know what? I bought a $69,000 truck, guys, custom made. The only one like it in the whole world. Me and Jimmy flew down to Dallas, Texas, picked it up, and drove back to North Carolina. We went on day trips. We went on vacation for 5 days, man. We had a blast. You ever see this truck going down the highway in North Carolina? Look for the license plate. Addicted. Yeah, baby. There it is. Money for that truck, man. $69,000. I bought my first house in 1992. That first house costed $57,300, and I thought that was a lot of money back then, right? $57,300. I bought a truck that was 69 grand. Crazy, man. All right. Here's what everybody wants to know from Frank Calabro Jr., man. How do you sponsor so many people, man? How do you do it, Frankie, man? Tell us the secret. Tell us the trick, man. We want to learn. We want to do it too. But you know what? You can do it too. There's no doubt you can do it. I've helped a lot of people in this room sponsor thousands of people. I know I have. I continue to help you guys. My stuff gets better and better and better because I'm getting more refined at it. And I've got this stuff down to a science. This is as easy as breathing, man. I don't think about sponsoring ever. I don't know how to sponsor. I don't know how to recruit. I don't know how to enroll anybody. I don't know how to sign nobody up. Don't have a clue how to do any of that stuff. So I built a machine that did it for me. You can see I wasn't that good before, guys. 2010, 11, 12, 13, I didn't sponsor that many people. 25, 30, 50, 300. 2013, I should have done pretty good, but I ran out of money and I was in too many failed offers and I just went broke. So those 300 people didn't do me any good. I actually had to throw away my email list. You ever ruin your email list? I did. I had to throw my email list away and start over in 2014. Now remember I told you guys I was going to train 1,000 people? In December 2013, I was going to train 1,000 people in December 2013. Well, I ended up training 1,600 people because that's how many people I personally sponsored in 2014. 1,600. Right? 1,600 directly sponsored people last year. 3,965 people I personally sponsored. Is that insane, guys? Combine those numbers together. How many people in this room have sponsored 5,565 people in 2 years? Anybody?
Getting close.
Okay. Rob is following my footsteps, and I like that. I like being pushed. I like being challenged. And Rob has done incredible things in a short period of time. But listen, guys, I'll smash those numbers in 2016. I'll smash those numbers. Already 1,400 people here in traffic Monsoon. 25% of those things, or those people are active. Now, what I'm not doing is I'm not doing cell phone. You guys know I'm terrible about answering my phone. My voicemail's not set up, and it never will be because I'll have to pay someone full time to listen to it. Listen to my messages. That's how many calls I get, guys. When you sponsor that many people, it's a good problem. Okay? You can't keep up with your people, but it's a good problem to have. It's a problem that you want to have. Okay? How do you keep up with your people? Well, you're going to have to start training people in the masses. Okay? You're going to have to get away from that one-on-one stuff. Okay? I even turn down like $25,000 clients now. People say, Frank, I want training. Here's 25 grand. I'm like, keep your 25 grand. I got to serve the masses. I got to train thousands of people. I can't do the one-on-one thing anymore. Okay? So right now, I'm not taking any one-on-one clients. But I'm not doing any phone calls. I'm not doing Skype. You know, I have meetings with Big and such on Skype. You know, those are scheduled meetings and stuff like that. But I don't have time for it, guys. Okay? I'm not doing that. I left YouTube a year and a half ago. Do I have YouTube videos? Of course I do. I've got about 35 channels. I don't SEO anymore, meaning I don't push my stuff up to the top of the search engines. My videos are all unlisted like Ryan. I don't care. I don't need YouTube traffic. I'm not doing any SEO or blogging, and I'm not doing any prospecting or meetings. So here's my prospecting. My name is Frank Calabro Jr. I make dreams happen. Here's my card. There you go. That's what I do in my warm market. I'm Frank Calabro Jr. I make dreams happen. Here's my card. I don't care if you go to my website or not. There it is, guys. That's what I do in my warm market. It's pretty simple, guys. You're holding all the aces. You're holding all the aces. When you're holding all the aces, you don't have to do no convincing. You don't have to do any selling. Okay? You're in traffic Monsoon. You're holding all aces. You have the winning hand. The person you're talking to has got nothing. They got 2s and 3s in their hands, guys.
That's right.
Think about it. That's right. You make them qualify. Now, in order to sponsor that many people, you got to understand distribution. Distribution is your audience. How many people can you reach? Okay, a couple years ago, I couldn't reach that many people, guys. I had to build it up. It was a slow process, okay? Distribution is everything. I tell people this, Walmart doesn't have one store, right? They got thousands of stores. They have massive distribution. What do? I train people to become Walmart. Build a massive customer base. Building an online business and building a traditional business, it's identical. It's the same exact thing. There's no difference whatsoever. A traditional business needs customers. You need a customer base. Well, your email list is your customer base. Your Facebook is your customer base. Your Google Plus is your customer base. Your LinkedIn, your Twitter, your Instagram. All these things, all these places where you can connect or actually collect up people, these are audiences, okay? This is your customer base. This is distribution. So you must understand this if you want to sponsor thousands of people, guys, thousands. Always stay in front of your audience. All the greats do this, guys. Think of all the top marketers, man. Think of them. Just think of them by name. Put a picture in your head of somebody and think about it, man. They're relentless. They stay in front of their audience. They don't let nobody in the world forget about what they're doing, ever. And they don't care if they join them or not, but they're not going to let them forget about what they're doing, guys, right? That's important. Some people are afraid to post stuff on their Facebook. I'm like, what, are you kidding me? Go on my Facebook wall, man. Go see the stuff I post. Stuff everywhere, guys. There's kids I went to grade school with, I'm connected with on Facebook. Marines I served with, friends, family, everybody, right? They see my stuff. I don't care. They're not paying my bills, man. They're chasing me down. Frankie, how can you make $6 grand a day, man? I want to do that too, man. Right? Become hunted. You'll become hunted. Be fearless in your marketing. Okay, you got to automate the sign-up process. Very important. If you do not have a way to automate Traffic Monsoon, the sign-up process, get with people in here. There's all kinds of people in here I see right now that have systems of automation put in place. They have machines that do the sponsoring for you. They'll collect the email. The sales presentation will be automatic. It'll be on autopilot, okay? I'm signing up people right now. I know I am. I think Jimmy told me we get 30 or 40 a day. I don't even look at the numbers. Yep. My brother tells me how many I got. Frankie, you got 30 or 40 signups today. Okay, great. You know, I don't even pay attention to it, guys. I don't pay attention to it, but they just flood in nonstop. You must buy traffic, guys. Traditional business owners get this, man. You must buy traffic. Okay? When my traditional business, I spent $1,000 a week advertising my traditional business. I had to do it because it brought customers in the door. Well, your online business is the same way. Now listen, when I was broke, and I was poor, which was 2 years ago, I was spending $50 a week. And I couldn't even afford the $50 a week, guys. I had to eat less food and skip meals to spend $50 a week. Okay? But you've got to buy traffic. And you want to buy it every single week and be consistent with it. Okay? It's incredibly important. Now, oh yeah, there's no magical traffic sources, man. I get this question every single day, man. Frankie, tell me where to go to buy traffic, man. They want me to pick the exact solo vendor, the exact ad copy, and the exact landing page. And here it is, man. And go to this person and buy this much traffic, okay? Listen, if I do that, everyone's going to go to the same fishing hole. They're going to pull all the fish out of that damn fishing hole. No fish left, right? I rotate through about a dozen vendors, and then I'm always testing other people. I seek out other solo vendors, and I test their traffic. I'm always rotating the landing pages, everything, guys. Okay? So you want to just be consistent with your advertising. All Tier 1 traffic converts. Tier 1 traffic is United States, Canada, UK, Australia, New Zealand. It all converts. I can prove it to you, it converts, man. Any guru, and I'm not a guru, okay? I'm a traditional business owner that moved to the internet. I'm not a guru. But the gurus will tell you, if you can get 3 to 5% of your email list, of your contacts, following your footsteps, you will print money. And that's true. You will print money. My email list, 13.48%. Think about that. Think about collecting 100 leads and 13 of them sign up for what you're doing. Think about how powerful that is. That's why Frankie's sponsoring almost 4,000 people a year. 13% are following my footsteps. And I'm going to teach you why. I'm going to show you why here in a few minutes. Imagine converting 13 out of every 100. You're in rare ground when you're doing that. And you're doing that kind of volume, and your conversions are that high. Okay? When that many people are following you and they're doing the same exact thing that you're doing, but once again, you all have the winning plan. You guys are all holding the aces, right? Some of you believe it, some of you know it, some of you, maybe you're not sure, but you'll know pretty soon. All right, now, here's what I do. And if you're on my email list, you already see this. If you're not on my email list, get on my email list. Not as a subscriber, but as a student to email marketing. All my signups, 100% of them. Well, maybe not 100%, probably 98%. They're all coming from my emails. That's where my signups come from, guys. My emails. Imagine that. I send out an email, people sign up. That's where they're all coming from. I contact my list at minimum of 4 times per week. Okay? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, and Sundays. You want to contact your list Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. If you don't know what to say, copy my email. Everybody in this room, you have permission. Grab my email, copy it, paste it into a text document, reword it, put your own spin on it, put your own deal on it, and then send it out to your list. Okay? And then eventually you're going to figure out what to say. You will figure it out. Also, get on other people's email list. All the big ones, I'm on all their lists. You name the person, I'm on their list. A lot of them, their emails suck. They're making 50 times the money I'm making. Their emails are terrible, which tells me I'm going to take over pretty damn soon. But anyway, and listen, guys. Most of my emails, if you've seen them, they're 200 words or less. You make more if you say less.
Yes.
It's true, man. Look at my emails. They're 200 words. Some of them are not even 200 words. But I'm converting 13 out of every 100, right? Which is insane. Facebook, you gotta have 5,000 friends. If you don't, man, you're losing thousands of dollars. You have got to have 5,000 friends. There's no reason why every person in this room, you can't have 5,000 friends within 6 months from today if you don't have it. You gotta have it. Here's why. Number one, it's an audience. It's distribution, okay? Number two, the market has become more mature. People are researching and seeking out a leader and a sponsor. When they go to your Facebook, they see value, they see proof, they see progress, and they see results. And then they look over and they see 5,000 friends. Like, wow, man, I need to talk to this lady. I need to talk to this gentleman. This person knows what the heck they're doing. This is someone I want to team up with. This is someone I want to be around, okay? It gives you massive credibility, okay? And the perception is extremely powerful. Perception is everything in this business. Perception. If somebody is perceived to be successful, well, then they are successful, right? What the perception is what reality is. You got to have those 5,000 friends on Facebook. Collect them up. Get them. There's tens of millions of entrepreneurs, business-minded people just like us in all those Facebook groups, and you can easily find these people. Screen them, okay? Just don't accept anybody. Screen your people. Make them qualified. When someone sends me a friend request, which I get like 100 a day, but I have no openings, they're like, Frankie, I want to be your friend. I'm like, well, I can't get you on my thing, man. Somebody's got to drop off, right? Somebody's got to unfriend me. But I screen people and I look at them. I look, okay, what are they putting on their walls? Is there value on their wall? Okay, how much distribution do they have? How many friends do they have? You got 133 friends, I'm supposed to accept you? Why? What are you kidding me? Get 1,000 at least. Okay, here we go. Always focus on expanding your online footprint. This is what I was doing, guys, in 2014. Okay, when Frankie was poor, Frankie was broke, he had 24 hours a day, which is bullshit. Your day is when you get up and when you go to sleep, whether it's 36 hours or 72 hours or whatever the heck it is. It's not 24 hours. That's a myth. We're marketers. We're always awake. We're always working. We're always grinding. It's what we do, guys. Yeah! We love this stuff. But anyway, I was expanding my distribution, guys. Okay? Expanding my distribution. I call it your online footprint. Same thing. And always stay in front of your audience. Once again, you don't let people forget about what you're doing. Now, pay attention to this slide. This slide made Frank Calabro Jr. over $700,000 in cash. Okay? This slide right here. Pay close attention to this. I'm going to show you something. I'm going to teach you something I've never taught before. Okay? Pay very close attention to this. Pretty simple. This is a basic marketing funnel. It's very simple. You've got to have a system of automation. You've got to have a machine that sponsors for you. If you don't have a machine, like I said, seek somebody out in this room. I've got machines, Big's got machines, Rob Frazier's got machines, Renee Sullivan, there's all kinds of leaders in here that got machines that'll do this for you. Okay? There's three components to a marketing system, okay? You've got, number one, the landing page. Landing page, okay? We're going to collect an email. Okay? We're going to collect an email. 100% of the time, we're going to collect an email address. Number two, the sales page. This is the video. We're going to show people Traffic Monsoon on autopilot, guys. You want to sponsor hundreds of people or do you want to sponsor thousands? Thousands! Damn straight, man! You got to automate it, right? So here's what we're going to do. They're going to go see a video, okay? And then an email campaign is going to kick in. Now, most people stop right there. Huge mistake, guys. Huge mistake. Huge mistake. They stop right there. Frankie, man, I did a solo ad. I got, I did 50 clicks, or I did 100 clicks, and I got like 45 opt-ins. I'm like, hell yeah, man, you got a 45% opt-in rate. Well, nobody signed up. Like, well, guess what, man? You got to take the next step. The next step is the email broadcast. These emails, okay, let me explain something. These emails right here that go out on your behalf, all they do is reinforce what they've already seen. They reinforce what they've already seen. And all we do in these emails is we send them back to the video, back to the sales presentation. This is a hamster wheel. We put them back on the hamster wheel, make them run through it again, right? And you do it over and over and over and over again until you get 13.48% sign-ups, man, right? Then you got $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 in cash coming in, you can't figure out what the hell to do with it, man. Buy a truck, right? Okay, now, this is important. Now, here's the next step. Next step is right here. This is where most people miss. Email broadcast. Here's where you communicate with your list. Okay? Now, I'm pretty aggressive. If you're on my list, you already know. You get an email from me every day except Friday. I skip Friday. Why do I skip Friday? Because, man, you know, those 9-to-5ers, man, Friday, their brains are shut off, man. They're not thinking about making money, right? I mean, you can advertise on Friday if you want, but I don't. I just take a day off. I'm like, I'm not going to send my list a letter. And listen, I only spend 5 minutes drafting up these emails when I send these emails to my list. If you don't know what to say, like I said, get on my list and just copy what I do, man. I tell everyone, just copy my stuff until you figure it out on your own. You'll brand yourself, you'll come up with your own words, you'll start putting things in your own, you'll come up with your own style is what I'm trying to say, okay? You'll figure it out. It won't take long. There's some really good email marketers in this room, real good people, and I laid down the foundation for a lot of people in this room. You guys are killing it because I'm on your list, and I'm paying attention to what you're doing, okay? And yes, Ryan, I am on your list. I'm one of the 50% of this room. Now, here's what's going to happen, guys. People are going to unsubscribe. We don't care. We don't care if they unsubscribe, man. They just disqualified themselves, okay? They're going to activate, meaning they're going to follow in your footsteps, okay? Or they're going to sit there and they're going to watch you make money.
Yeah.
Right?
Hit 'em with a money hammer.
That's right, man. They're going to watch you make money, man. They're going to watch you make money. There's people that are on my list like 7 months, 8 months, 13 months, 14 months. Oh my God, Frankie, you're making so much damn money. I'm like, well, how long have you been watching it, man? Right, can you go back 1 second? I just want to cover one thing. Okay, now, another thing you want to do is you social proof, okay? You want to share proof, progress, and results, and also value on your wall, on your Facebook wall, on your, your Facebook fan page, or I just listed a few, Google+, LinkedIn, Twitter, there's others, okay? You guys go over my social media profiles, you'll see what I post daily. And what do? There's a link. There's a link in there, and what do? I send them right back to where? The email, let them opt in again. So you guys see this machine? This is a machine that never stops, guys. Draw it out if you have to, take a picture of it if you have to, but this machine has made me over $700,000, guys, in less than 2 years, okay? This machine works for me. This is how I did it, guys. This is how Frank Calabro Jr., nobody told me how to connect everything together, so I figured it out myself, and then I taught it. This is what I've been teaching for over 2 years, guys, and this has worked for probably tens of thousands of people, man. I get letters from random people I don't even know. Man, Frankie, man, I'm killing it, man, thanks to you. Thanks to what you taught me. You taught me the fundamentals. You taught me the basics. And I'm working it, and it works perfectly. I'm making money. A lot of people, for the first time ever, they're making money, but they're following this model right here. This is why I got real excited in December 2013 when I ran out of money. Who's excited about running out of money right before Christmas, right? And being starving to death broke and having no vehicle for 7 months. Well, I was so excited because I figured all of this out, guys. I drew this out on my whiteboard at home. I drew it out. I'm like, okay, I know what to do now. I just need a vehicle to connect it to. Guess what? The vehicle's traffic Monsoon right now, guys. And I'm killing it, guys. $6 grand a day or something. I don't know what it is. The result's not typical. I don't even keep track of it.
I know how much he makes a day.
That's not right. Listen, pay attention to this. Here's another critical thing. I've never taught this before. If you're on my list, you see this every day. If you're using one of my funnels, you see this. I've already inserted this into your email follow-ups, okay? It's critical. If you're not using this strategy, deploy it immediately. Immediately. It's easy for me now to prove It's easy now for me to prove that I'm making money. I can prove that very easily, okay? Now, once you reach that level, you start making stupid money, okay, and it starts to get ridiculous, well, you need to start leaning on your teammates, meaning, okay, yeah, Frank Calabro Jr. is having success, but my teammates are having success. That's the next step. Once you've made it, you've got to show, look, my teammates are having success. My teammates are having, that's even more important than me having success. It's more important because people start to separate from you when you start making insane money. Mentally, in their head, they just disconnect. They're like, how much money do you make? I mean, they can't wrap their minds around it, They're thinking, man, maybe if I could make 70 grand a year, I'd be rich. I'm like, are you kidding me? If I don't make that a month, I get pissed, But here it is, guys. Here it is right here. What I do, I just grab the slice of one of my emails. This is how short my emails are. The ad copy doesn't matter. What I want you to pay attention to is what I insert in my email. I started to deploy this strategy probably 6 or 7 months ago. And what I do is I put a hyperlink in here that says, see everyday people just like you having success here. And where do I send that? send them to a Facebook group. A Facebook group where there's tens of thousands of people that are having success in Traffic Monsoon. You can send them to the official Facebook Traffic Monsoon group. You can send them to your group. You can send them to your team group. You can send them to any group you want to go to, but give them a place to go to, where they can go and they can see success of other people, not just Frank Calago Jr., okay? Like I said, it's easy for me now to prove I'm killing it, right? I have to prove that, listen, other people are killing it too. I'm not the only person. I'm not alone. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Okay, this is just an example. I sent people to my group, but look down here. How many members? Like 12 or 13,000 members are in this group. All of these people are having success in Traffic Monsoon. So listen, social proof validates the success other people are having with your offer. It's critical, okay? You want to increase someone's belief level? This is called selling without selling, right? I don't know how to sell anything. I don't have a clue how to sell anything. I know how to build a machine that sells for me. I've gotten pretty damn good at it, man. Right? Absolutely. I'm getting better at it, too. My best stuff is still up here, guys. It's coming. It's coming soon, too. All right, next slide. Now, second call to action. Second call to action.
No, turn the lights on.
Here's where I actually send them to the sales presentation all over again. So here's a hyperlink in here. Now I'm going to send them back to the Traffic Monsoon sales video. Next slide, Ryan. Okay, here we go. Now I got a system of automation. I got a machine where they can watch me present Traffic Monsoon or whoever does this video. This is my video in this case. Okay, and then I have 2 calls to actions where they can enroll, they can make money, etc., etc. But you guys see how I automated the system? You see how simple this is? I've already got this machine built for you. You want this machine? You can have it. It's free. Take it. It's already done, man. I spent thousands of hours of my life figuring this out. Okay, tens of thousands of dollars wasted figuring this out. It's not wasted. It's valuable dollars spent on my education, but I figured this all out, guys. I cracked the code on duplication and replication. Every person in this room, you ain't got an excuse you can't sponsor somebody, because I got a machine that does it for you, okay? And I'm going to give it to you, man. It's free, man. Take it. Big's got a machine. Rob's got machines. A lot of leaders in this room, you got machines. You can give it to the next person. All right, and right back to the example I showed previously. Next slide, Ryan. And there it is.
Oh, this one's
Yeah. And there it is. There it is. Just, and just a recap. There it all is, guys. So I got this machine working for me all the time. And notice I'm following a very strict routine. That's what this is all about, guys. You don't have to be the most talented. You got to be the hardest working. You got to be consistent with your routine, okay? Routine is everything, guys. If you follow if you're a disciplined person, you follow a strict routine, you're going to have a lot of success in this industry, okay? Just because you're following a strict routine. And this machine works, so why change it? If it ain't broke, don't change it, right? Just run the traffic through that thing until it don't work no more. It's that simple. All right, next slide. All right, I'm going to close out by telling you guys why Traffic Monsoon is the best business, guys. This is important, okay? And the lady that was up there earlier talked about this. And she talked about, the traffic. Now, that other traffic exchange, another traffic exchange I was in, I was the number 3 producer in the world in that traffic exchange. In 2014, I made $98,000 in sales from the traffic, not from the traffic exchange, okay? I utilize my traffic. When I buy those packs, I got all kinds of ads running over there at Traffic Monsoon, and I'm making even more money on top of money. The money that I'm getting from Traffic Monsoon is just gravy, guys. It's pure gravy. It's extra money that I don't even need. Imagine not even needing the money that you get from Traffic Monsoon. That's where I'm at right now, guys. Okay? I got results not typical. I got a minimum of 50 grand coming in a month before Traffic Monsoon. A minimum. That's on the low end. That's a bad month. Okay? Without Traffic Monsoon. Kick in Traffic Monsoon. Then what happens, guys? What happens, guys?
Biscuits are great.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm a guy that was making $1,000 a month in December 2013. $1,000 a month. It won't be much longer. I'll be making $100,000 a month. That's probably about 60 days from now. And then 150. And then $200,000 a month. Anybody want to bet I can't do it? We're in Vegas. I wouldn't bet against me. Because it's going to happen. All right, now. But what it does is it teaches us, Traffic Monsoon teaches us, you get in the habit of buying traffic consistently. Okay? You want to train yourself to buy traffic consistently. This is why Traffic Monsoon is one of the reasons why it's the best business. It teaches you things like ad copy and sales copy skills. If you're buying, text ads and stuff over there, or if you're designing your own landing pages and sales pages and such. Eventually, you want to increase your skills so that you don't need me no more. That you just take my stuff and just build your own stuff. People in this room have already done it. I want you to do it. I don't want to train robots. I want to train leaders, man. I want you to break away from me eventually and just go do your own thing, man. Be as successful as you want to be, as you want to be, and live your own dream, right? Once you free yourself financially, you can do whatever you want to do, guys. It's an awesome thing. It also teaches list building. You got to build a list, guys. Okay, you have to build a list. Start off small and start thinking, well, let's try to build a list of 100 contacts. Okay, once you get 100, then 200. Okay, then 500. I don't have a slide about my email list. I started a brand new email list 2 years ago, and I've been building it, pretty regular. And I started with 0 subscribers, and I'm up to about 60,000 subscribers right now, guys. That was 0 to 60,000 in 2 years, okay? And I could have made it grow faster. I could have made that list grow faster, but that list is producing, man. It's producing some insane money. Most of you in here probably are on that email list. Let's see. It's also a testing ground for sales funnels for advanced marketers that you build your own sales funnels. Well, guess what? Just test them over there. Test them on Traffic Monsoon. It's the perfect platform. You're learning all the fundamentals of internet marketing over here at Traffic Monsoon. It teaches people how to tap into the digital economy. These 9-to-5ers out there, they're still thinking industrial, go to school, get a job, try and get a job. You can't get no job, there's no such thing no more, right? But it teaches people to cross over into the digital economy. Okay? We have a consumable product that is in high demand, man. It's in high demand, okay? Google's making billions of dollars, guys. Facebook is making billions of dollars. This industry will soon be $1 trillion business, guys. People are not going to stop hanging out on the internet. They're not going to stop buying traffic on the internet. Companies are not going to stop advertising on the internet. We carry the internet with us everywhere we go. Our cell phones, our mobile devices. I mean, the internet is everywhere, man. There's no way to disconnect from it. And we're connected to it with Traffic Monsoon. All right, guys, that concludes it. There's a champion inside of you. Find that person and live it every single day, guys. Yeah. Right? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming up. Hey, for the next 2 days, I've been working ever since I've been here. I've been working ever since I got off the plane. I've been working nonstop. For the next 2 days, I don't want to work, man. I just want to party. I'm going to make about 12 or 15,000 the next 2 days off Traffic Monsoon, so I think I can take a day or two off, right?
Drinks on Frank!
Listen,